I'm going to show you the 10 biggest and most fatal errors that you can make when starting your Amazon FBA journey. These mistakes can cause your account to get shut down, cause you to lose your investment, or worse, cause you to miss out on thousands, if not tens of thousands of pounds in lost sales. Let's get into this right away, starting with number 1, incentivizing reviews or asking for positive reviews. So the first absolutely fatal error you can make on Amazon is focused around review manipulation. Asking for reviews on Amazon is not a problem, and it's not against terms of service. It's a legitimate way for you to grow your product and, a really good strategy for you to run. But what you cannot do is ask for a positive review or incentivize your buyers to leave a review on your product, because that goes directly against Amazon's terms of service. To do this properly, you should include an insert in your product packaging asking for a review, but don't mention any sort of reward or give any indication of the type of review that you're after. An example of a non-compliant insert would be putting an image of 5 stars on the business card or asking specifically for a positive review on Amazon. This opens you up to both positive and negative reviews, but if you found a good product that solves your customer's problem, you shouldn't need to worry about the negatives. A great way to get around potential negative reviews is to have your email address clearly visible on your packaging and any inserts, so the customer can easily and quickly reach out to you with any issues. So just be careful here. Asking for a positive review in your packaging or your follow-up email can get you banned. The second thing is not learning the Amazon's algorithm. There's plenty of sellers out there who are focusing on metrics that aren't a priority for Amazon's A10 algorithm, which is the latest version of Amazon's search ranking algorithm. And if you're running a strategy based on the A9 algorithm or any other algorithm before that, you're going to spend most of your time in the wrong place. In 2022, Amazon's algorithm primarily cares about 2 things: click-through rates and conversion rates. So focus on creating a highly relevant product with great buyer intent instead of driving loads of traffic to a product that doesn't sell. While we're talking about algorithms, smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed with your notifications turned on. But all of this leads me closely into point 3, which is focusing too much on your PPC. If your only method of driving traffic to your listing is PPC campaigns, you're draining your resources and not looking at your brand as a business. I'm going to talk more about that later on. For example, in the Seller Pro Academy, we've been working on new organic traffic strategies that bring buyers onto Amazon to purchase your products. Some of these members have increased their sales by over 150 units per month. Another member of the Academy even increased their revenue by £10,000 in 16 days through organic social media marketing. And they did all of this for free, not one marketing penny spent on getting those results. To top all of this off, the A10 algorithm is placing a lot of authority on driving external traffic to Amazon. So if you can get a lot of sales from off-platform, whether that's social media or influencer marketing or any other way, you will see a huge ranking bump by doing so. But putting all of your efforts into one marketing method could put you in trouble in the long run if your bids start to increase or your cash flow gets tight. Speaking of which, point number 4, not managing your cash flow. Lots of beginner sellers will maybe have £1,000 or £2,000 to invest in their Amazon business, and they put all of it into purchasing their stock, and this gives them no room to play with for great product photography, graphic designers, your branding, or any paid ad campaigns. Like any business, you need to have cash reserves to pay for marketing or those little bumps that come up along the way. Of course, you need as much stock for your first order as possible, but even if it does mean that you start off with less stock, having cash to grow your business is important, so make sure that you don't go broke before you've even started. One of the biggest mistakes I see new and experienced sellers make is only analyzing their data once a month, if at all. I'm talking about click-through rates, unit session percentages, PPC, ad costs, the core analytics that make up your successful Amazon business. If you're only looking at your analytics once per month, it's going to take 30 days for you to discover a problem or find an opportunity to capitalize on. But regularly analyzing your data is going to help you keep on top of your business on a daily and weekly basis. I really advise creating a spreadsheet to track your daily sales, bestseller rank, click-through rates, conversion rates, and keyword ranks for your most important root keywords. And as soon as you see changes, you can act immediately. Alongside this, you need to be regularly optimizing your listing, finding one key aspect that you can split test and see what happens with the performance. Maybe this is changing your hero image, changing your selling price, or updating your enhanced brand content. Think about this, if you were to test one aspect of your listing every 2 weeks for a year, and that change led to a 1% increase in your conversion rate, this will lead to a 26% increase in your total conversions over the year. Now, importantly, this means that you need 1 quarter less traffic to make the same amount of profit. So you can spend less on PPC or even increase your PPC spend to get faster sales. So if you want to be able to turn your Amazon business into your main source of income, you need to be tracking your metrics daily. Now, after the last point, weirdly, the next fatal error is focusing too much on the numbers. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that Helium 10 is one of the best tools out there to grow your Amazon business, but the mistakes that new sellers particularly make is that they care about the data that is being spat out by these research tools. This data, of course, can help you make decisions within your product research, but ultimately, you need to be completely focused on fixing a customer pain point. Your research should be people-focused first and then qualified by the analysis. And if you found yourself doing what everyone else does and just looking for products on Helium 10 day after day after day to get started, check out this video, which will give you a strategy that most people don't use. Number 7, bit of a generic tip, but it's not differentiating enough. If you're trying to sell a phone case on Amazon, not a great idea, by the way, your case is gonna be probably slim, black with matte finish, the same as 100 other products bundled with a rubbish screen protector, and your product's probably gonna die on page 10 in a sea of identical products. You need to stand out from the crowd in both your marketing and your product selection. Maybe creating a unique pattern or adding some design functionality to the phone case that makes it different and stand out in the crowd. And even if you do have a different product, it needs to be marketed correctly to gain attention. So don't just rely on a product, make sure that every element a customer sees stands out. Another mistake that new sellers frequently make is not checking active patents or trademarks. If your product infringes on an active patent, you could receive a legal cease and desist notice from the patent's owner, and Amazon has the power to remove you from the platform. And then not looking out carefully for active trademarks is important too, because your brand is your business identity. And if you start to trade under a registered trademark, you're going to be shut down and sued. So be really, really careful with this one. Fatal error number 9 is treating it like a hobby and not a business. This is an investment that can make you a passive income and provide a new stream of revenue to provide for you and your family. But to make it work, you need dedication and commitment. It's not a hobby that you can pick up and put down just every now and again. Just like your 9 to 5, you can't treat that as a hobby and decide when you want to go into work. You have to commit time to growing it daily to get the results. And if you don't, you're probably better off putting your money into a stocks and shares ISA and taking an 8% growth per year without working at all for it. Finally, fatal error number 10 is not building a brand. If I said name a brand of shoes, you might say Nike or Adidas. Name a coffee shop, Starbucks, Costa. These companies have invested into building a known brand that people recognize and love, and it's why people regularly spend £4 on a small coffee when they can make it for pennies at home. Building a brand lets you command a higher selling price, it creates loyal customers, and Amazon actually prefers that you sell branded products. It makes their site look more respectable and higher quality. And also, by building a brand, you can add a second or third or even more products under the same branding, which could lead to an established business that you could one day sell for 6 or 7 figures. This also means that you can save on costs when launching a new product because you don't have to create new brands for every single one you sell. Click here to watch my 2022 guide to getting started selling on Amazon to give you a great baseline to your Amazon journey. It's a great place now that you have the mistakes to avoid once you've got started. My name is Jonny Bradley. Thank you for watching, and remember, you're just one product away. Bye-bye.